Hello, dear Scorpio. I will tell you today's horoscope for August 6th, 2024. A message of love, hope, and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Hello, dear Scorpio. I will tell you today's horoscope. Don't expect things to fall from the sky. This is what happens to many people, and this is not your case. If the success is on your part, it is likely that you will need to make greater efforts to achieve what you want. That's not bad, because the reward will be much greater. It's not a good time to rest or take too long vacancies. You have a lot to do where you are and also when you work. You could have problems with a work partner, but you can avoid it. If I'm going to give you a lot of good commercial treatment, or let us know we're new to you. You want to buy a house, and it could be a very good idea, adelante. You can have news from someone you care about, and it's a little slow. For love, don't reveal all your charms at once. You will seduce better little by little. You could have a special meeting with someone with the Aquarius sign. Today you will have many good relationships with the people of Aquario. A good walk will make you feel wonderful to get fit and relax. Let today be the rest of those who make decisions and enjoy the calm. If you have problems balancing your sleep, take Tila or valerian infusions. In health, you will feel very good and achieve the harmony and balance you need. Don't drag yourself into difficult situations. It's best that you leave behind the questions that cause you problems. This is the night of love and encounters, which will change your entire emotional landscape. A good friend will give you a pleasant surprise, and, in a few days, you will be receiving money, offering a proposition that involves a trip or a contract. Within your family, this week that is beginning, you will receive a lot of news and surprises, including on a romantic level. Something you've been waiting for months has now crystallized. Have patience and don't lose your dynamism, because the best is yet to come. And speaking of love, the moon continues in transit through your sign. Don't stop and do as your heart tells you. Maybe you've been waiting too long and now you don't know what to do when you think you wasted the time. It's never too late when love awaits you, and you know it from your own experience. Live as you know, without getting involved in complicated situations that ultimately only cause upset and problems. If someone who interests you wants to have something deeper with you, before launching, explore the reality of your intentions. Quote of the day, you are not what you have, but the way you use what you have, what makes you different. For health, from now on, mentally plan how you are going to invert your time, so that you won't find yourself off center at the last moment. The best for your health is in free air activities. If you feel physically unwell, don't worry, because, as the day passes, you will recover, and by the afternoon you will be back in shape. You must use this cycle appropriately so as not to waste your energy. At work, you are possibly in the middle of a matter that consumes your time and energy, and does not give you breathing space to do these things that are so important to you. Set your schedule appropriately and you won't experience any distress. Your creative ideas are very welcome, but you must do them all within a framework of organization and discipline, because chaos leads to nothing. You have a lot of resources to improve your economy, but sometimes you scatter them. Money and fortune, the key that must prevail today in your economic relationships is the mental openness and flexibility to change your plans and financial projects as necessary. You can do it because you are agile, creative, and innovative. If you have the possibility of improving your home, for example, with some additional construction, don't hesitate and start making the preparations. The money invested in these expansions will result in an increase in its value. Today's astral biorhythm, high sexual energy level. Cosmic dynamics that you must take advantage of, an idea that, if you put it to work, will give you very good results. Dangerous tendency, wasting time trying to convince someone that they are fanaticized. What should you avoid? Take care of secondary questions, leaving it important for another opportunity. Couple prediction: this day things will go very well if your couple is a water sign, particularly Cancer or Pisces. There could be good compatibility with Taurus and Capricorn. The most tense relationship, much tension is not appreciated, but it avoids confrontations with natives of Aries or Sagittarius. Current compatibility: in general, there is a good wave, but better with water and earth signs. If you are single or single, even if you are not physically with that person, you feel very united at all times together, and soon there will be a beautiful reunion. Today's universal number is 2. In numerology, the sum is reduced to 1 digit. Furthermore, your favorable hours for questions about love, money and business are given according to the standard time in Eastern Europe, and you must adapt them to your national time: 1:30 a.m., 2:20 a.m., 8:30 p.m., and 9:30 p.m. The lucky numbers are 13, 20, 39, and 40. The special number is 90 and the special lucky color is violet. My dear friends of Scorpio, in love and family questions for August, in unstable unions, divorces and separations are probable, which could be accompanied by a scandalous division of 2 years. The full moon in Aquarius on August 12th will push Scorpio to resolve domestic and family matters, and the new moon in Virgo on August 27th promises a fateful acquaintance on a romantic or friendly plan. It is possible that Scorpio has a strong spiritual connection with this person. In finance, despite the unstable outlook this month, a financial collapse is not expected. It is certain that in the business field some Scorpios may experience declines, which implies financial uncertainty and additional expenses. The most tangible cash receipts are presented on the 8th, 15th, 25th, and 27th of August. Business and career: at the beginning of August, Mercury will help you find inverters to carry out new companies and new businesses. By the 26th, Mercury enters the 12th quadrant of Scorpio. At this moment, you should not dedicate your own plans, ideas, and developments to anything. Scorpio must be guided by the indications of his inner voice. In health, moderate physical activity and fresh air will allow you to maintain clarity of thought, good spirits, and also in your body. Scorpio women must avoid hypothermia, for example, when swimming in rivers and lakes. Giving yourself moments of rest is important, but don't abuse it. You are at a stage where you cannot allow yourself to rest so much, as you can lose a lot of the journey and the effort that you have spent so long to achieve what you have today. Leave some space in your schedule to enjoy a walk with friends or as a couple, but don't set aside your obligations. Success is on your side this day. Don't worry about what can come or what has happened, because these challenges won't affect the solidity of what you and your partner have built. This is a moment in which the resistance of the bond that has been created will be tested. Today is an opportune day to sign contracts or establish associations, as the stars favor everything that involves strength and volunteers being summed up. However, you must be careful and distinguish between offers that are truly beneficial to your career. Meditation is a good exercise for both your mind and your body, and it is recommended to do it with the appropriate guide. You need to explore your inner self to find that peace that you feel lost, but has always been in your heart. Everything you need has been inside you forever. My dear friends, if you like our predictions, we help you make better ones by becoming channel sponsors. What you have to do is click the thanks button, and with your help we will continue to grow. You will have to move a little harder to win your love. Your slowness and lack of commitment can bring you emotional disgust. Flowers, letters, exits, find your path and renew your commitment to the universe to travel it as a path of diamond light. Reclaim your power in this land and assert your individual light. It's an ideal moment to analyze the image you project to the world and the one you want to generate. It's a good time to start making the necessary changes. Several opportunities this day to do it, making different, impulsive decisions. Natives who are alone will find the opportunity to meet the ideal person. You're quite reserved by nature, Scorpio, But that doesn't mean you keep calling yourself every day when something affects anyone you care about. Today, you probably have the courage to decide what you feel or what you think about a family matter. You could experience disappointment when commenting on an idea that has been brewing for a long time. Perhaps in these moments you will not appreciate its value. Don't get discouraged and continue daily with your projects because you will end up triumphing. Today you can find a love from the past that I thought was before and after in your life. However, the relationship ended with a distance and the chapter was not closed. Maybe you have to reopen it. It all depends on the sincerity you see in it. This is a very interesting day because your astral landscape is varied and intense with several controversial aspects, oppositions of the Sun, Venus, and Mars with your ruler Pluton, and also the transit of Neptune retrograde to a sign of your water element. How does everything influence your life? Today, the way you communicate with your loved one or the person you are interested in will represent the difference. It's a cycle for peaceful enjoyment, and it's also exciting at the same time, putting one thing at the exclusion of others. Take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves in your horoscope to enjoy life more, Scorpio. If you feel this desire to surpass yourself, today is the perfect moment. You will have all the strength to go everywhere and unleash all your potential. It is possible that many times you think that you are not capable enough, but it is important that you increase your self-esteem, since if you propose it, you can do surprising things. It's possible that some very pleasant news will ring at your door. It is important that you take things into account when you are mature and never forget them. Remember that words are worse than actions. Take things calmly and stop thinking for a moment. You will learn to live with it. Don't be discouraged. During these days, certain tones of confusion prevail. They always tend to confuse terms, sincerity with lack of sensitivity, compassion with regret. Your mental world is somewhat entangled, and if you want to get involved in your ideas, you would end up with many doubts that will not benefit you in any way, particularly within your love life. Keep your gaze centered on what you want, not on what others want. Scorpio, you have a lot of time without being able to forget your ex-pareja. It could be that this situation is greatly affecting your current relationship. Olvida ese amor, mira hacia adelante y date cuenta de la grande persona que tienes a tu lado. Valorala, and, above all, you are very happy by her side. Be very careful this day, because you can discover the funny lies you told earlier. You must renounce false hopes and hold on to good news. This day is the best for you if you are thinking about declaring or formally committing to her or him. Remember to give love to receive love. Love is born and grows without imposing conditions. But in the same way it appears, it can die if you don't take care of it. Good news with Quiron's trill. You will feel an energizing tone in your life that will inspire you to change certain health plans that are not giving you the results you expected. If you are born under this sign, it is necessary that you know that your health may have several changes this week. Throat problems are always your Achilles heel. Try not to expose yourself too much to sudden changes in temperature and harm your doctor. If new investment opportunities are approaching you in a business for your own account that can give you money in a very short time. However, before taking the last concrete steps, analyze very carefully the pros and cons and listen to recommendations that can help you with your knowledge and experience. It's possible that these days you're looking for a lot of job offers for yourself, whether you have or don't have a job. You must see very well what it offers you and if it is worth giving up what you have for this new job. The worst thing you can do is not consider it for anything. Your sixth sense is heightened and your inspirations today will lead you to something concrete. There is pending money waiting for you that will soon translate into something positive and promising. Cheer up, get those bad thoughts and energy out of your head. Today you have many possibilities to receive money where you least expect it. It could be a god of some time, a favor that you had forgotten, or simply a bit of luck with the bills on the street. Salt to take a trip and help your destiny to provide you with all the good things that are for you. It is important that you recognize the mistakes you have made in the past in your finances, as your future depends on this. Today you have to start proposing to improve your savings. You might not be like that, and you'll find yourself needing to request a loan, which is not at all good for your finances at the moment. Fighter, observer, forecaster, and empathetic towards others. August will bring a lot of strength and drive to Scorpios. You will achieve everything you propose this month. However, you will have a tendency to have no respect for others and not have limits, which can be problematic especially at work. Maybe your colleagues will look at you with certain hostility in their eyes, but that's when you can see what your impulse and success will be. If you don't adapt to them, you must bear in mind that you may stop considering yourself part of their group. So try to consider your priorities and adjust your actions beforehand. If impulsiveness has certain benefits, you should not let your judgment and ability to see possible inconveniences become cloudy. Before deciding something, think twice because words can cure or even regret. The scorpion is naturally poisonous, which is why in tense situations it can exploit its poison and inherit the people around it. The trick is learning to control this poison, and this month you will reflect and realize that each act has consequences on irreversible occasions. It's important to maintain a proper perspective on life and focus on what's truly important right now. Sometimes it's easy to get distracted by things that aren't essential and forget about goals sooner or later. Furthermore, it is important to be critical of ourselves and evaluate whether we are making the correct decisions. Instead of worrying about something that we know for our account, we should focus on what comes next. Learning and growth are fundamental for our professional and personal development. It is important to address the difficulties and not postpone the learning of new subjects, as this can have a significant impact on our future. Take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves for success. If the opportunity presents itself to advance a project that has been important to you, you must make the most of it. With dedication and perseverance, you can achieve things you never imagined. Patience and constancy are valuable qualities in life. Walking at a slow pace can be beneficial, as it allows us to move forward safely and make well-founded decisions. However, it is important to remember that you are required to have a tenacious and persevering mentality. Helping others is always a good cause. If someone in your family needs help today, you should be willing to offer your support. This can have a significant impact on your life and also on your life. It is important to be aware of the actions we take and the consequences that these may have in the relationships we maintain. If someone is disappointed with others, it is important to be humble and apologize instead of justifying our actions and invoking pretexts. Repentance is a valuable tool to heal the injuries caused in a relationship. Love should not be something we give to the future. It's important to start meeting people now, as we could miss important opportunities and miss the opportunity to meet valuable people. If we start to have doubts about the things we need to do, it's a sign that it's time to take steps to move forward in a relationship. We must be aware of our conduct and be responsible for what we decide and do. We cannot judge or indicate how our couples should react to our acts. It's important to assume the consequences and disgust of the person we love. Keep in mind that we are all different and we should not compare our peers with people from the past. Constant criticism can be annoying and can damage the relationship. It's important to treat our couples with love and respect. Today is a favorable day for finance and business. It's an opportunity to generate additional income and develop new business models that allow you to obtain economic gains. This is the perfect time to look for opportunities and make the most of them. Work is an important part of our lives. It allows us to advance little by little in our career, but sometimes there is something that prevents us from advancing faster. Today is the perfect day to reflect on this and look for solutions to improve our work situation. Work is essential to our life, but sometimes it can generate doubts and sadness. If you start to feel dissatisfied with your work, it is important to look for solutions to improve your situation and have a positive perspective on the future. It's important to take advantage of opportunities to do business with people who are dedicated to the same thing as you. Competence is healthy and helps us improve our skills and our products or services. If it is necessary to give up something to improve our health, we must be willing to do it without hesitation. You must have a positive attitude and motivate yourself to achieve your goals. Furthermore, it is important to be open to new experiences and feelings, as this can bring joy and happiness to our lives. You have to be careful when it comes to facing the natural elements. It is necessary to take precautionary measures before going out, such as checking the state of the climate and choosing appropriate clothing. Even though we are healthy, we must remember that we are not invincible and we must take precautions to avoid illness or damage. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.